Lena Hayes never planned to start 8th grade in a new town. But after her mother's sudden passing during the summer, she and her older brother moved to Willowside to live with their aunt. Fresh backpack, borrowed shoes, and a heart aching with loneliness, she stepped into Westwood Middle School, hoping nobody would notice the crack in her world. Asterisk, K, noticed anyway. Asterisk, it was lunchtime on a rainy Tuesday. The cafeteria buzzed with laughter, clattering trays, and the smell of pizza pockets. Lena tried to blend in, her small frame almost swallowed by her oversized hoodie. She scanned the room for an empty spot. Asterisk, there was one at a table where Logan Reed sat surrounded by his friends. Logan, with his perfect haircut and cruel smirk, ruled the 8th grade like it was his own territory. Asterisk, Lena took a chance. She approached quietly and placed her tray down. Logan stared at her with icy amusement. Seats taken. He said, I don't see anyone here, she replied softly. Logan stood up, nudged her tray aside with the back of his hand, then kicked the chair she'd pulled out, sending it clattering across the floor. Asterisk, not anymore, he sneered. Go sit somewhere else. New girl. The cafeteria went silent. Lena froze, cheeks burning, his eyes prickling. A teacher across the room didn't notice. Nobody stepped in. Then a voice cut through the silence. Hey, that's enough. Asterisk, a boy stood up from another table. Tall, tan-skinned, with a baseball cap pulled low. His name was Jay Carter, the quiet kid who kept to himself. Asterisk, he walked over, picked up the chair, and gently slid it back in place. Asterisk, you can sit with us, he said to Lena. Asterisk, Logan scoffed. Why are you defending her? She's nobody. Jay's jaw tightened. She's somebody. Asterisk, Lena followed Jay to his table. His friends welcomed her with nervous smiles. Jay didn't ask questions. He just talked about normal things, pizza toppings, the upcoming baseball season, a math teacher who always gave pop quizzes. Bit by bit, her breathing slowed. After school, Jay walked Lena to the bus. You okay? He asked. Asterisk, yeah, she whispered. Thank you. Asterisk, Jay hesitated. Some people are loud because they think it makes them powerful. Don't let him decide what you're worth. For the first time since her mother died, Lena felt seen. Asterisk, the next day. Everything changed. Asterisk, Lena arrived early for homeroom. A hush spread through school as 2 black SUVs pulled into the parking lot. Security stepped out. Students pressed against windows. Asterisk, then came the principal and a woman in a sleek navy suit. Asterisk, Lena shrank in her seat. Logan's friends whispered, who's that? Asterisk, she looks important. Government, maybe? The woman entered the classroom. Her eyes softened when she looked at Lena. Asterisk, Miss Hayes, she said. It's time. The class gasped. Even Logan's smirk faltered. Asterisk, Lena stood slowly. Jay watched, confused. The woman stepped forward. Students, she announced. This is Lena Hayes, daughter of Dr. Rebecca Hayes, the late Nobel-winning humanitarian and founder of Hope for All, the world's largest children's relief organization. The room went still. She will be continuing her mother's legacy as the youngest junior ambassador for the foundation. Logan stared, speechless. Jay blinked, trying to process what he was hearing. Asterisk, the woman rested a gentle hand on Lena's shoulder. Asterisk, her mother saved millions of lives, and Lena asked to attend a normal school this year, though she never told any of us why. Lena swallowed hard. Her voice trembled. Asterisk, I just wanted a chance to feel normal again. Jay's eyes softened. Logan looked like he wanted to disappear under his desk. Asterisk, at lunch. The entire cafeteria watched as Jay and his friends invited Lena to sit. She smiled shyly. Logan approached, slower this time. Lena, he said, voice low. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Asterisk. Lena looked him in the eyes, not angry, just tired. Asterisk. You shouldn't need to know someone's story to treat them with kindness. The words hung heavy in the air. Logan nodded, unsure of what to say, and walked away, changed. Over the next weeks, Lena worked quietly with teachers and students to start a charity drive for kids in need abroad, something her mother once dreamed of expanding into schools worldwide. Jay helped every day after class. He never treated her differently. One afternoon, as they packed donation boxes, Jay asked, why didn't you tell anyone who you were? Lena shrugged, because I'm still figuring that out myself. Titles don't matter. It's how we treat people that counts. Jay smiled. That's what made your mom great. And it's what makes you great. Lena felt warmth bloom in her chest, a feeling of belonging she thought she'd lost forever. By spring, the charity drive had raised enough to fund a new school overseas. The principal announced it during an assembly, naming the project after Lena's mother. The applause echoed like a heartbeat. Logan, sitting in the audience, looked down at his hands, the memory of the chair he'd kicked still burning in his mind. He made a quiet promise to do better. Afterward, he approached Lena and Jay as they prepared more boxes for shipping. Can I help? He asked, voice small. Lena exchanged a glance with Jay, then nodded. Sure, she said softly. Everyone deserves a chance to change. Epilogue. The new school built overseas was named the Rebecca Hayes Hope Academy. Photos arrive, showing children laughing, learning, and thriving, all because of the movement started in one small American middle school cafeteria. Lena smiled at the pictures pinned on the hallway wall. Her mother would have been proud. She still missed her every day. But slowly, she learned that even the deepest pain could grow into compassion that heals others. Jay stood beside her, hands in his pockets. You did all this? He whispered. Lena shook her head. We did. He grinned. Ready for pizza? She laughed, the kind of laugh she didn't think she'd feel again. Yeah, she said. Let's go. The school year rolled on, and Lena's presence quietly reshaped Westwood Middle. Not through fame or speeches or the weight of her mother's legacy, but through how she treated people, gently, fairly, as though every person deserved to be seen. Even Logan, once the cafeteria king, found himself lingering near the donation boxes after school. He learned how to fold clothes for shipment, tape cartons, sort supplies. He didn't talk much at first, afraid of saying the wrong thing. But Lena never made him feel small. Her kindness left no room for shame, only room to grow. One afternoon, while they worked side by side, he cleared his throat. My dad left a few years ago, he murmured. It's just me and my mom now. I guess I'm angry a lot. Lena paused, listening. I'm sorry, she said quietly. That must be really hard. He nodded. It doesn't make what I did okay. I just didn't know how to deal with it. Lena placed a pair of shoes carefully into a box. Hurt people can still choose kindness, she said. You're choosing that now. Logan let out a slow breath. He wasn't forgiven all at once, but something inside him eased a thread of hope, tightening where guilt had lived. Outside, spring blossoms burst across the school courtyard. Students who once ignored Lena now waved at her. Some stopped to help pack boxes on their way home. A few even sat with Logan, surprised to find him different, quieter, thoughtful, even helpful. Jay watched all of this with a small smile. He never liked attention, but he understood that sometimes the biggest changes start with the smallest choices. It's like standing up in a cafeteria when no one else would. One Saturday morning, Lena, Jay, and Logan traveled with their teacher, Mrs. Turner, to a local shelter to deliver donated supplies. The shelter director, a gray-haired woman with warm eyes, welcomed them inside. The place was simple: rows of cots, a small kitchen, kids reading on worn sofas. But there was laughter everywhere. Asterisk Lena knelt to talk with the young girl clutching a faded teddy bear. Asterisk, what's his name? She asked. Biscuit, the girl whispered. Lena smiled. He looks brave. The girl's eyes brightened. He is. He keeps me safe. Asterisk. Lena felt her heart twist, remembering her own childhood, clinging to a stuffed rabbit during long nights when her mother was overseas helping strangers. Asterisk J watched her gently tie new shoelaces on the girl's sneakers. His chest ached, not with sadness, but admiration. Asterisk, as they left the shelter. Logan stopped at the steps, staring at his sneakers. Asterisk, I never realized how lucky I was, he said quietly, even when it didn't feel like it. Lena nodded. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it helps us heal. He looked at her, something like respect etched in his face. On the bus ride back, the sun dipped low, painting the sky orange. Lena rested her head against the window, eyes drifting to the clouds. She thought of her mom, not as a world-famous humanitarian, but as the woman who braided her hair before school, who whispered bedtime stories in hotel rooms across the world, who believed kindness was a superpower anyone could use. Asterisk, she didn't know if she could ever live up to her mother's legacy, but maybe she didn't need to. Maybe all she needed was to carry it forward, one small act at a time. Jay nudged her shoulder. You okay? She smiled. Yeah, just thinking, asterisk, about her. Asterisk, always. Jay nodded softly. She'd be proud. I know I am.